guys remember in the last video, Andrew and Michael's race, Andrew got the best of Michael. He said that's enough. He picks the phone up, he calls up Donnie B at Anderson Ford Motorsport, orders himself a bunch of goodies. Will this be enough to outrun Andrew's nitrous car? We don't know. We'll find that out in a future video. But for now, we got a lot of parts to install. Also, if you guys would be interested in any of these parts, there'll be links down below in the description. Let's go ahead and get to the install.
Clean.
That bitch can rust between the cylinders before I spend that much money on it.
Andrew,
Quack.
why are you doing this?
I don't know. Because I outrun them, trying to blow it up. Well, man, I was trying to make the blow-off valve, and then you talked me into the rest.
So this is a B451. This is Anderson's biggest blower cam that they have. It's comparable to the N91, just a little less duration, but very similar camshaft. And the reason why you wouldn't want to run an N91 and something like this is because of vacuum issues. This car does have power brakes. So Donnie B's like, hey, this is the one. You're still gonna see a little loss in vacuum. Your brakes probably won't be as good as what they were, which sucks for him because his brakes already suck. It's gonna be a good performer, especially for those heads. Also, he's going to be changing the pulley. So we're looking at about 14 pounds of boost with this setup, 14 to 15 pounds, hopefully. That's gonna obviously increase power, probably the most. This cam is gonna come in close second. Over here, look at what we got. We got a max flow race blow-off valve. He is super excited. What's your favorite part of this? Blow-off valve. I honestly thought it was bigger than that. I'm gonna have to buy one for the gray car. They sound wicked. Over here we have a set of 80-pound injectors, and we have a 90mm race throttle body. Now, this is the one that we got for the Calypso a few years back, and it is a serious throttle body. This thing is nice, all AccuFab, badass. He's gonna need that for the flow. He's got a new water pump in here, all his new gaskets. He's gonna do some painting on the valve covers. Look at these damn things. These are huge and they're gonna look sick on his car. So I think they're gonna look nice. We were gonna use them on the Gray Ghost. I think they would look nice. We'll eventually put some on there, but for right now, this is the hot project. So they're going on his car. If you guys would like a set of these plug wires, head on over to Anderson Motorsport and check these things out. Now, they are not cheap. I'm not gonna lie to you. There's no way to sugarcoat it. They are not cheap, but they are really good wire, y'all. They stand up to heat really good. I think they're gonna look sick on the car. There's a lot of work to be done. Got everything pulled apart. Didn't take too long for the most part. Supercharger, shit going on over here. It's not
Better than
bad.
turbo.
Definitely better than turbo. This is the charge pipe that would go to your intake, and it had a bypass valve on it to start with, which was this piece right here. So originally this would have screwed into the bottom of it and it would have been a bypass. Well, what you do is you just take this thing off and then drill and tap the holes for this. It's got a little gasket, and that's it. It's already got a hole up inside of there, as you guys can see. The holes there, and then all you do is just drill and tap so that you can screw this down. Now what this does, this gets rid of all of that bypass stuff. It's gonna be pretty nice. I mean, this is all you need at this point now, right? So you just a little vacuum line going into it, and that's it. So I'll put up a link for you guys. We picked this up from Anderson Ford Motorsport along with the new pulley that Andrew's got on the Supercharger over here. This thing, this is a small little pulley. This thing should make around 14 pounds probably, something like that. 15, who knows? It depends on your setup. Like I told you before, we've got this massive throttle body here that needs to go on this intake. So we got to do some porting. So look at the difference here. Watch this. This is how big that throttle body is, and look at this. Look at the damn difference in the hole size. So I don't know how in the hell we're gonna port this thing out. We're just gonna have to taper it as best we can. But that's probably what we'll do. We'll just taper it out as much as we can, but you can see the lines right here. So, all right, so we just use a little bit of assembly lube on this thing. We're going right on back in with it. Let's see if Andrew can get it with no tool.
I'm finna see.
You gotta have strong hands.
I don't know what direction you go. I think forward.
On these, you want to run the long pin, and they are kind of weird because it'll pop back out on you. They're airtight, but anyway, it'll all work once we put the plate on it. All right, so at this point, all you want to do is turn the engine over and line it up dot to dot. So we're not degreasing the cam or anything like that. We're just going to go dot to dot on it. So we're in the process of porting this upper intake, and this hole was, what did you measure it out to?
It's like 74 millimeters.
And basically a 75 millimeter out to a 90 millimeter right here, and we're tapering it like a horn so that this better matches. So it's not going to be perfect or pretty, but it will work better than what it was as long as we don't have any sharp edges. So what we're trying to do is just, we don't want the airflow to come in and hit a little brick wall right here, right? And this thing was all the way out to here, tiny. So anyway, I'm going to grind on this a little bit and see if we can't clean it up some more. See, stuff like this is what's going to make the difference between your car and your buddy's car. So when y'all both build something the same, right? You got same intake, same cam. Stuff like this is why you're going to outrun your buddy and a lot of the other people. You know, you got to take every little ounce of horsepower that you can take. And gasket matching and things like that are highly underrated. Well, there's people that know about it, but most people running around on the streets building stuff in the garage probably don't have enough information on just how important gasket matching is. It makes a big difference, y'all. Anyway, that's that. We're going to do a little bit on the lower intake as well. We'll probably just show you guys the results. All right, so don't look at my crooked ass porch, but overall, this is how we basically gasket matched and ported the intake. Let me see one of those. It was already ported, so we just kind of took it a step further. Now, what we couldn't do here is go up too high because you're going to be basically outside of the intake. So you kind of got to do what you got to do here. But honestly, that looks pretty good. They're not the most even, but they will flow a lot better. And we just stuck the intake on the head, on the heads, and the port alignment looks pretty damn good from what I can tell. As good as we can get it, at least. So I think all these things together are going to make a huge difference. This with that upper intake being ported out and stuff, I think is really going to help. Plus, I mean, he's changing everything. Cam, more boost. I don't think the blow-off valve is going to help, but it's going to sound cool as hell at least.
It's going to help.
He says it's going to help.
Yep.
Is it going to help you outrun Andrew?
Yep. It's damn
I don't know if I'll be able to hear a blow-off valve where I'm at. You know, I'm going to have to stick my head out the window like this. We'll see.
All right, so we're outside with Berger's valve covers, and these things look awesome, but they're black, and his upper intake, his downs intake is gray, similar to the color of the gray ghost here. So we're gonna spray these the exact same color, and I'm gonna show you guys a simple little trick of how to do this so that you don't overthink it. Of course, you wanna come in and sand everything, clean it all up. Brake cleaner usually works good if they're powder coated. If they're not, you can use denatured alcohol or just a degreaser. Anyway, let's go ahead and get on with this. Get yourself a good light tack coat to this. Spray right over the top of everything. Stuff's pretty much already dry. Come back with your second coat. Depends on temperature. Temperature here is 92 degrees today, so we're good to go. Now you're going to focus on getting it a little heavier. Now anything with ridges like this, you're going to want to shoot it from both sides. So you're going to shoot it from this angle. You want to turn around and shoot it from this angle. This fills in all the little gaps. Shouldn't miss anything if you do it this way.
Welcome back to Brutal Vlogs. We just rattle canned some shit on Berger's car. It ain't gonna make it no faster. Andrew's still gonna outrun him, but at least it'll look good whenever he gets back in his leaking oil.
It's gonna look damn good. So. All right, so check it out. We got everything based out here, and look how crafty this looks. So this is the importance of a good clear coat, and we're gonna use can clear. Looks like crap, right? All right, so we got to get all the paint off the top of this. Most of you guys already know the trick here. We're going to sand it. So let's take it in here. I'll show you what we're going to do. It's very simple. Now you can use whatever grit you want to use. The finer the grit, the more highly polished this is going to look. But we want more of a rough kind of industrial look, I guess you could say. So 180 grit. That's it. So, now all you're going to do is blow it off and clear coat. All right, so you know I have been talking about this clear coat a lot on the channel and preaching it. Guys, I make nothing off this. I buy it from O'Reilly. It's just so good for stuff like this. It's expensive. It's like, what, 28 bucks, I think?
Something like that.
But it's worth it. Guys, you can do probably 2 sets of valve covers and an engine block with one of these cans. I mean, it goes a long way. All right, it's a 2-part. Have to puncture the bottom down here. This is what you're looking for. All right, so this stuff dries really quick, so you can kind of pile it on. So you can start up top. Get you a good coat. We're gonna put probably 3 heavy coats on this. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish this one up, but I'm gonna show you one that we've already done. Before I do that, let me remind you guys, this is a 2K, meaning a 2-part clear coat. This is not your standard clear coat out of a can. You cannot spray it like this. It's gonna turn milky on you, and that stuff's just junk. If you're gonna do anything that requires clear, make sure you buy one of these cans or something like it in a 2K, meaning a 2-part. It has a hardener inside. That second and third coat is where these things, where this really starts to come to life. It's gonna have some depth to it. Here's one that we've already done. See, it's got a pretty good shine, but it could stand another coat. But essentially, that's what it's going to look like, guys. And the valve covers, show them the valve covers on the 65. Those have also been clear coated with that same stuff, so yeah, works really good.
We got the coil hooked up. Yeah. Spark plugs hooked up, oil's in it. Plug sparks hooked up. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Cool.
Yes, everything's hooked up like vacuum line.
Yeah. We got the vacuum line hooked up to the blow off valve. Mm-hmm. All right. Crank it up. Let's see what happens. Would it stay running, or are you having to keep it running?
I was trying to get the AFR pulled up so I could see, because it's rich.
Yeah, I didn't know what to do with the timing. I couldn't tell what to do with the timing. I don't know if you were keeping it running or if it was just trying to figure out.
I guess let's just get it back running and then go up with the timing. And then
I just turned it up about 4 or 5 degrees.
All right, let me look at see what the AFR is looking like. We'll start leaning it out at idle, and then we'll just kind of go from there with it.
All right. 10?
Yeah.
All right.
You're pretty close on that. That'll give y'all something to work with tomorrow. Look at your air fuel. Go to your. You're actually really close. It needs to be reaching up a little bit in that area, but for right now, that'll get you started.
Yeah.
So y'all can work on it from there. TPS auto set. That actually will help it a lot.
I've never done it.
Right on the little circles, the little arrows. All right, you're just gonna go full sweep down twice. Need to idle it up. Jesus Christ! That's all he wants to hear.
That beat sounds dangerous.
Alright, we're switch it off so we can talk real quick. Hey, let's put the cap on it first. Hold on.
Where's the cap at?
Oh yeah, that's gonna sound good. Dude, that's gonna sound real good.
I like that.
I love it. Alright, switch it off.
That actually sounds good right there.
Yes.
Okay.
You want me to hold it like this?
Less responsibility for me.
Yeah.
My name's Hunter, number 4.
Alright, y'all, that's it. This thing actually started up really easily.
Yeah.
Believe it or not. Coming from the 80-pound.
I thought we were
injectors.
tooth off on timing, but I don't think
Yeah.
we are.
No, I think we're good. Your lifters were, I think that actually helped a little bit. Adjusting that spider for some reason. Like,
Yeah.
this thing is perfectly quiet under the hood. And the lifters pumped up immediately. Anyway, y'all, this was a great success here. We'll drive it. Maybe y'all drive it tomorrow, I guess.
Yeah.
I think we're done for the night, but that'll give them something to work off of with the tune. So first ride along, maybe they'll get a little video for you guys tomorrow. But let's take a look at it real quick. So let's go over what we did. So this is a B451. This is the biggest blower cam that Anderson makes, and it sounds nasty. Now we are gonna play around with the timing on it a little bit. We'll get it all dialed in, but right now this thing sounds wicked. Throttle response really isn't that bad. Pretty impressed. Let's see, we did the blow-off valve. So show them this thing, man. This is what's making all this racket here. This simple little valve, which gets rid of all your boost bypass. Look how clean that is. I'm thinking I might have to put one.
Are they
in the brake
adjustable?
bar. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
theoretically, somebody could turn that before they race,
Yeah.
and he could not make no boost, like a turbo car.
Maybe. It's a possibility.
It's like
You're
a
gonna have to do
wastegate.
something.
It's a wastegate.
Ooh, he said
You're
you're
gonna
going to have to do
it.
something.
We'll see.
So, anyway, he's got a smaller pulley on here. We don't know yet. Somewhere between 14 pounds and 15, something like that. What else did we do? Ported. Oh, yeah, I forgot. We ported the damn intake. This thing should flow, y'all.
I think it's gonna tote the mail.
I think it's going to
wasn't
absolutely. It's
even
going to split the
tight.
block.
It's
It's
have
gonna-
that click on there.
Oh, Jesus. It's going to split the block. What's
They're
going to
probably gonna
happen.
change out of car runs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I wasn't saving.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah, that's what I broke.
So anyway, I do want to remind you guys, if you like these wires, there's only one place to get them, and that's Anderson. Look at these damn garden hoses. We can't say water hose because only people down south know what that means.
Oh.
It's a garden hose.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah.
Yes, you know.
Anyway, we're gonna wrap it up tonight, y'all. Point it up here so we can end this thing. We're gonna wrap it up tonight. The guys will get out here tomorrow and play around with it. And don't blow it up before I get home.
No promises.
Please.
Oh, it's
I at least
gonna
want
be
to.
Oh yeah, we're gonna.
I at
blow it
least
up.
want to wrap. Would you please bump the rev limiter down to like at least 6 for now?
Yeah, probably a good idea.
Yeah.
But we don't really have good ideas, so we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
We
All
got
right,
ideas, but they ain't worth a shit.
All right, y'all. We'll catch you in the next one. And as always,
Thanks for watching.
see, I already knew y'all were going to mess my
Ow,
shit
kicked to the
up. And
wrong
you
side.
missed it. What a retard.
She wants to go.
Holy crap.
Video.